She is very intense. Very intense. I'm riding bitch again today. I guess just the way I like it. We're headed to visit our business partners, Brian and Megan Littlefield, and
we're really going to visit Atlas.
And she says we're really going to visit Atlas, which is their daughter. And I'm showing you something. I'm going to show you something that is one of my favorite things in the world. I'm bringing to Brian and Meg. We get these in North Carolina at a farm. It's called Millstone Orchard Creek. And someday I may try to do something with this brand. They're peach halves. They also make a beverage that is just apple cider. It's sparkling apple cider. It's 100% just apple cider in a 12-ounce slim can and sparkling. But I love little homegrown brands like this because they're just so pure. That stage one startup where everything you do, you're only interested in quality. You don't even really care about making money yet. All you care about is building the best product. And that's what I love about this type of thing, because I mean, my whole family's addicted to these things. I don't even think they sell them online. So if you go and look, I don't even think you can. They're in Ramsor, North Carolina. Oh, millstonecreekorchards.com. That's how it is most of the time, right? You're doing something because you like it, because you love it, because it makes you feel good, because you get that dopamine. And then what happens is most brands then lose that thing. They lose the thing that gave them purpose. They lose the thing that gave them fulfillment. And it's not what capitalism used to be about in the United States. It was never just greed is good, greed is good, greed is good. In my opinion, I can't remember who said that, but I believe it's wrong. I think it's the wrong way of looking at why you should or shouldn't build a business. There's a few different reasons to build a business. One, you're unemployable. That's this guy. You're unemployable, or you don't fit in the box, and that's a good reason to explore it. A more important reason is because you have something you need to share with the world. You have something you feel like you need to give the world, and normally that thing it moves you somehow, moves your mind, it puts you in motion, it gives you direction, and eventually that turns into the power of purpose. Another reason is because you're trying to change your trajectory in life, right?
In 1 mile,
you want something in life. You want to go places in life. You want to do things in life, and you can't get there in your current situation. And so, folks look at business this way as freedom. I'm going to find freedom through the pursuit of owning my time. And I'll tell you, when you get into business, you do not own your time. You're a slave to your business until you're not, and you're working for your business until you can work on your business, and that takes time and sometimes a long time. Sometimes 3 years, sometimes 5 years, sometimes 10 years. So that's a reason people get into business. They want something more in life, out of life, and then there's the why to build the business. Is it simply to provide for the lifestyle you want to live while you're alive? Is it to build something big and then sell it? otherwise known as an exit, or is it to build something that you want to be legacy driven? You want to leave it to your kids and your grandkids, and I really love that idea of family businesses. That's why I love things like this right here. I love these little mom and pop businesses.
In 2 miles, turn left to merge onto I-95 North toward
Because normally they're doing things for the right reasons. So those are some good questions to ask yourselves. If you're in business or whatever you're doing, maybe you're watching this channel because you've got a side hustle going, or you're trying to figure out your next phase of life, and you don't want to make tuition payments, or you're trying to discover what risk you're willing to take, and so you're listening because I'm kind of giving you my experiences on all of that. And if you're new to the channel, go check out all the other vlogs that I've posted. It's a shame that quality, and I'm gonna spin this back around to what capitalism used to mean in America and what quality used to mean in America. It was more about the people and the place and what we're trying to build than what I could get, right? So it was.
In 1 mile, turn left to merge onto I-95 North toward Bangor.
At one point, it was more about, am I going to be a maker of things? And these days, it seems like it's all about, I'm going to be a taker of things. And you can really do it two ways. You can be a taker of things, or you can be a maker of things. But the way that we've been trained, especially, let's say, from the 80s, 90s, I would say 90s on, is winning at all costs means gaining everything at all costs for you. And if you can do that for you, then you're doing a good job. And I think it's led us down a really horrible path. I think it's also a destructive path long term, even if in the short term the world has changed, and you could say, well, a lot has changed for good, Pete. I mean, poverty is at an all-time low. It's never been this low, and that is a direct result of capitalism, and it is.
Turn left.
It is. It's a direct result of global trade, and you've heard me say in the past, for someone to win, someone else has to lose. And so, like, I think overall, our strategy is the right strategy. As Americans, or if you're living in a country where capitalism is key, capitalism is king, I believe in capitalism. I believe in fair market capitalism more than free market. Free market is disguised as what happens behind the scenes, because your idea of freedom living in America or a place like this and someone's idea of freedom living in a communist country are very, very different. So transparency in all things is important, and I think we're going to get back to that. But when the first immigrants came to the United States, a lot of them through Ellis Island. I know my great yaya came through Ellis Island from Sparta, Greece. They only had an idea of the opportunity they would have, and the power of purpose pulled them to the United States. So a lot of these folks, they left their homes for an idea. They didn't necessarily see any photos. They didn't necessarily have any job opportunities. They just knew that there was going to be opportunity. It was a land of opportunity. And they were going to melt into this place, and if they worked hard, they would win. And there was an understanding from the the folks who owned production, who owned the mills and factories, there was a responsibility to take care of the people that were responsible for building their companies, their enterprises, and it was a social contract between the two. You know, like I'm going to work hard, and we're all gonna make money. I'm going to find upward trajectory. I'm going to make a living, and because you took the risk and you own the means of production and you took the risk on building this factory and investing in the supply chain and casting the vision, you're going to win too. And so everybody wins. The moment that profit became more important than people and or the mission of America is when this idea of the American dream started to disintegrate. And I'm really specifically speaking to America's manufacturing communities. It was horrible to witness real time, you know, and this road right here that we're on right now, this is 95, and we're going north towards Bangor, Maine. And this road, Amanda and I used to drive all the time. I would drive it twice a week, actually, when we were 19 years old. And it was when we were 19 years old that shit really hit the fan. And the last of New England's factories, the last of Maine's factories shut their door, be that Hathaway Shirt Company, Bass Shoe, Dexter Shoe. It was right around that time. And in the papers, we'd open up the papers and we'd see another mill closing, 200 jobs lost, 500 jobs lost, mill shutters, and it all came down to profit over people. You know, it's hard to blame everybody. It was the first one who took the easy path. And when the first one took the easy path, everyone else had to follow, or at least that's what they believed. And I would say that is a lack of creativity that they had to follow. But that's what happened, and we witnessed it firsthand, all over Maine, in our hometown. Something had to replace that. And I bet you could only guess what that was. Drugs, alcohol, any mind-numbing, body-numbing substance. That is the thing that took over. Maine infiltrated our communities. And that's the thing we're trying to unwind also, because when you have a lack of purpose, something else is going to fill the void. So I love seeing something new and fresh pop up. I love mom and pop businesses. I like seeing when someone is taking a risk on this idea and still believing in the foundation of America and what it was founded on, that are ignoring the propaganda that it can't be done, and building something with quality and building something for the right reasons. Of all those reasons to be in business, it's because I have an idea I need to share with the world, and America is the greatest freaking country on earth to do that with. I just hope because entrepreneurship is like the professional sports of the day. All the kids want to be entrepreneurs. When I was growing up, everybody wanted to be Michael Jordan. Nowadays, all the kids are looking at entrepreneurs. They're looking at people doing things. And I just hope that the lessons that they're getting, and why I'm trying to give a different lesson than greed at all costs, greed is good, and why I'm trying to focus on the power of purpose and doing the right things for the right reasons, is because there's too much false information out there about why you should do something. So just remember where you live and do the right things for the right reasons.